Welcome to the PPMA Show TV studio here, where I'm delighted to be joined by Stefan Casey, fresh from the Seminar Theatre, where you've been talking about digital transformation in the FMCG industry. That's a very broad brushstrokes kind of top line of your talk. First things first though, your role, you are at Nestlé, have been for a little while, and you've got I've got a note of your job title here, but it's incredibly long. How would you describe what your role is there?
It is incredibly long, and glad we don't print any printing cards anymore. But look, it's a fantastic role, and it's looking at the global front end of innovation, of packaging.
Yep.
Yeah, and packaging, what the material is, what the material science, what we put on it, the ink, the brand, the design,
yep.
And what's more interestingly, beyond the pack, that digital experience. So it's looking at that entire ecosystem of what is an unsung media channel in the FMCG world that people are waking up to.
All right. You say beyond the pack there.
Yeah.
What kind of digital experiences are we talking about beyond the pack?
Look, we have the safety side of it, we've got the nutritional side, the allergen side, but also what's the experience? I'm in the business really of confectionery, which brings smiles on people's faces. So this is about delighted moments. This is about experiences where you're enjoying the chocolate. We do promotions. So there's the marketing side of it, there's the promotion side of it, there's the gamification side of it.
Yeah.
There is just find out a little bit more about our Breaks for Good campaign and what we're doing in sustainable cocoa farming and things like that. So it's a fantastic channel beyond the pack because it's an experience which you can take in any way. And I think that's what's really important in the industry is that the consumer has the choice. And it's not just the promotional side, but the ethical side.
Typically when we talk about digital transformation, particularly with a CIO, CTO, whoever it is in an organization, it's seen as a technology project. But you speak with a lot of people, they go, it's not a technology project, it's a digital project. It's a transformation project that may well be digitally enabled, but if you start thinking about it from a kind of technology first standpoint, then your digital transformation program is very likely to fail. And as you described there, you're kind of product first. This is about the art of the possible with regards to that packaging and the different kinds of experiences that you can take your consumers in the confectionery space on. Obviously in Nestlé, forward thinking, they're employing you to come up with all of these great ideas. Is it a question of really taking that art of the possible conversation? What are the different places that you would want to take the consumers of your product, and then almost understanding the role that technology could play in taking you there? But you've got to have those ideas, those destinations, have that kind of open mindset in the first instance.
Yeah, look, and it's funny you say the art of possibilities, but I'm a big fan of that, but also everything is possible now with digital.
Right.
And that's the paradigm shift that we're seeing is everything is possible with digital execution and what that opportunity area is, but the right people, the right collaborations, the right partners, all embracing this mindset together. The presentation I just delivered was talking about bringing technical and commercial mindsets together. It's not a technology project, it's not a commercial project, it's a social project. Yeah, it's about engaging with consumers, customers. Mm-hmm. The digital side of it is a trigger. It's a connector. It's a form of communication that we have to get right. And we're still in that kind of embryonic stage, especially now with AI accelerating everything. This is where it's super interesting, is because we've been dabbling with print executions and great campaigns and sustainable campaigns and playful campaigns in the world of confectionery. Yeah. Some fun stuff that I was presenting on gamification and partners with League of Legends. But the serious side of it is, we look at the AQR side of things. We look at what it could bring to things like Natasha's story and preventing things like this in the future. Yeah. We have a social responsibility, all of us do, whether you're in the production, whether you're in a design agency, whether you're the brand owner, whether you're the retailer. Mm-hmm. And we need to embrace all these technologies, and we need to test, and we need to learn what works, what's adopted. And I think COVID's helped. Even my mother is now adopting QR code ordering, and technology adoption, those hypercycles have come together very, very quickly. But now, with AI and all these other digital print presses that have flooded the market since Drupa and other associations, we're now back to that, okay, we need to test more. And that takes time.
Yep.
And we need to be quicker.
The transformation that you're talking about there, again, technology's enabling some of these plays, whether it's AI, QR code, augmented reality, as we've been speaking about
Virtual
for 10 years,
reality,
all of these things.
Yeah.
But also what you're talking about is a transformation there of that mindset. It's about saying, actually, yeah, we can do some of this stuff, but we need to change how we think within an organization. It's not just about, got some product, we need to wrap some ingredients and the necessary stuff around it. It's about using that as a platform to see where it could take you next. And I guess that's part of your conversation at an event like PPMA show, helping them to understand that there are lots of opportunities, telling those stories. You mentioned League of Legends tie-ups there, helping them to see what could be around the corner if they kind of open their mind to it.
They've got to open their mind to it, and that's why I'm here. I'm expecting to see more digital, more AI, embracing new ideas, ways of working. We need flexibility, we need modularity.
Yeah.
We need to be able to react. Wouldn't it be great if, I'm a big believer in digital solutions, that they will eventually, and hybrid, take over from conventional as we know how to do it today, yeah? How quick you do it depends on the business. If you're a smaller business, you're going to be more agile, that's embracing this mindset now with the right partners, you'll be quicker. We're a little bit slower, we're a little bit more methodical. It's the right thing to do because we have to. And we have to make sure that anything that we sign up to, whether it be a QR code or a virtual reality platform, is safe, is secure, is credible, and this takes time. But then once we endorse something, that's the value add that we give back. Once we endorse a partner, that sign that we say, actually, you're doing something that's trailblazing, that's something unique and good, and you should do it with other people. And it's the same when you look at the material sides of what we're doing in digital print and the paperization work and fit-for-purpose packaging and inclusivity. All of this is an ecosystem. And that was one of the leavings I had in the presentation was you will hear ecosystem a lot more. And that ecosystem is not digital, it's not packaging, it's not brand, it's not design, it's everything. Everything in harmony has its place. And until we can start to think about that mindset and switch up play as quick as we can, we're going to be behind pace.
The ecosystem of everything. I think that's a good place to leave our chat for now. Stefan, thank you very much indeed for joining us here at PPMA Show this year, and indeed for joining us here in the PPMA Show TV studio. Thanks again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.